starting a meditation practice, there may be a lot of questions. And some of them are easy to ask, and some of them may not be so easy. So, this is a series where I explain common things to wonder about. One thing that we usually never think about is what should we do with our body? How do we keep our hands, or do we sit? Do we lay down? And if so, how do we lay down or sit? And to make it even more complicated, I guess that there isn't a right or wrong answer unless you're doing very specific meditations. And in that case, you're often informed of how it's best to place your body and hands. I like to sit upright. That keeps me from falling asleep if I'm tired. And also, it gives my tummy a lot of room to breathe. I like to sit cross legged, but I can also sit on a chair or lay down flat on my back if I need more rest. A lot of people may have some mobility issues by sitting cross legged. Before, I used to kind of squeeze myself into a lotus where my legs were crisscross applesauce tied together in a knot. Now I have had a little bit of surgery in my ankle, and that is not possible. So I sit on a couple of pillows on the floor with the feet in front of me, and hands often rest on my knees with my palms resting up. Sometimes I like to have my hands in like a prayer position in front of my chest. And sometimes I like to hold an open palm over my chest and one palm over my tummy to kind of feel the support and the warmth of my open arms. If you prefer to lay down, you may support yourself by putting a pillow underneath your knees or underneath your neck. It is also important to stay warm when you're laying down, so have a blanket near in case you need it. It may also feel very nice to have some sort of eye coverage, maybe an eye mask or a little piece of fabric to place over your eyes, especially if it's bright outside. If I lay down, it is almost always on the back. And when I'm on my back, my legs are straight, maybe a little bit wide, but not too spread out. And my hands rest beside my body, almost always. Sometimes I do put my hands a bit down on the tummy and on the chest. This makes sure that the breath, it makes me more aware of guiding my breath all the way down into the tummy. So, what is the common thing about my sitting and my laying down is that it allows me to move my breath freely because I try to keep a straight spine. I can do this by tilting my pelvis just a little bit and imagining this string that you may have heard of before from the top of my head and up into the sky. I also try to loop my shoulders a bit back and down, um, and keeping my chest proud, pushing it just slightly forward. You you can hardly see it, but it's just a little movement that gives a lot of room in the chest. If you have been singing or lifting heavy or doing martial arts, you may know about this little center in the lower part of the tummy. I activate it. It does not mean that I squeeze it in like if I should lift something heavy, but I kind of activate it. I don't know how to describe it. I push the lower abs just a little millimeter in towards my spine. This gives me support and freedom to move my breath all the way down into the tummy. So the main point here is straight spine, do what feels good, find relaxation, find ease, and you may try different things and find what works for you right now. And that is the most important thing. If you have mobility issues or carry a lot of weight, it might be extra important to give your body the support that it needs to relax and to feel the ease that it needs and to breathe freely without any pain. So use what you have: pillows, blankets. Just find a good place to be and to rest for your body. And that's just the point. It is your body and your meditation practice. So find what your body needs and likes and where you find rest. And if you have to experiment and try and fail a little bit, that's okay. And if you do it by YouTube videos in your own living room, nobody will have any opinion because most likely nobody will see you. Make space for your rest. If you want to practice meditating laying down, I can link this video. It is a meditation to help you find sleep. And this meditation gives you a bit more energy and can be a good way to practice sitting. And all my meditations have a little art or doodle piece attached to them. So if you are really stressed, you don't have to close your eyes. You can just kind of hold your gaze on the lines and they can help you find some ease and some relaxation. I hope this helps. I hope you will try out the different techniques that I have discussed. Please tell me if you found something helpful and if you tried. And until next time, I wish you a wonderful day.